Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Over the Hill Acres. Rob here. It's been a while, almost a month before I put it since my last video. I got fairly sick with the flu or COVID or something, and it hung in there for a while. I've just felt like crap. I'm finally getting back on my feet, so I figured it's time to start getting some more videos out there. The weather is finally breaking around here. The temperatures here today are going to be in the 60s, tomorrow in the 70s. Been looking forward to some decent weather, so let's see how today plays out. It's what time is it? It's 5:53. I'm heading to work. Get done this afternoon. I plan on doing a few things in the garden, so we'll probably pick up there when I get back from work. Until then, I hope you have a good day. I will talk to you a little later this afternoon. Okay, my latest project at the shop is complete. I built this rack for the back of the truck so we can stand back here and shovel stone when we tar and chip roads for the spots that were missed by the machine that lays down the stone. New brake lights, turn signals, flashers. Things to hold the shovels and brooms on there. Another thing I haven't put on here yet is a couple cup holders, water bottle holders. Those will be put on here shortly. And a step down there that comes off to get it a little lower to the ground for us old guys to be able to get up there and on it easier. I'll get those put on next week sometime. Almost quitting time. I'll see you at the house. 66 degrees. Heading home from work. See if I can get something done before the weather turns. Of course, as soon as I get out of work, the skies are clouding up and looks like rain. Story of my life. Well, I might be able to get something done. We'll see how long before this turns into liquid sunshine. Well, this tire is going to need replaced here. I think I need two new front ones. Look at all these dry rotted cracks in this thing. These are the original tires on this machine, and it's 2012. I think they've done pretty good. But I think they're about shot. We're going to have to look into getting a new set for the front. I put some new ones on the back last year. So I guess we'll get the front ones replaced sometime this summer. All right, let's take a ride down to the garden. I'm gonna got a little bit to do down there, I think. Okay, got a little to do on garden today. Get a little something done here before it rains. I'm gonna prune out all these blackberry and raspberry bushes. They're getting overgrown and coming out through, and all the dead stuff needs taken out. So we're going to work on that today. As you can see, they used to start over here, but they've all grown out into here and up through here. All that's got to go back, get them pruned back in and get them under control. They're spreading way too fast. So that's what happens when you let them go for a year or so. So let's start cutting these out of here. Well, I got them all trimmed up now. I just need to tighten up these strings on here so they have something taut to grow up on and wrap themselves around, and pick up the pile of cut-offs, but I'll have to go up and get the power wheelbarrow for that, aka my McCormick 1.45 tractor with a bucket. We don't do too much wheelbarrowing unless we absolutely have to. You know, I'll tighten up these strings on here. I'll pull them tight and tie them off. These berries actually grow really well. I'm surprised. There's blackberries in here and red raspberries. All of them are thornless except for these last couple bushes on this side. I don't know how I ended up getting ones with thorns on. I was trying to keep them all thornless, but that's okay. They do have a tendency to spread like wildfire though, so you really got to keep them cut out of here. That was just a year's worth, and it was spread from this line all the way over to those raised beds, so I had to cut all that out of there. So let's get these strings tightened up here and then go get the tractor and clean up my mess there. Let's walk over here a minute by this corner. The wife planted some tulips and some lilies, I think, over here. Oh yeah, they're starting to come up. Perfect. But something's been chewing them off. I have to keep an eye on down here. These white roots, I need to cover them up a little again. I'll have to go get some dirt and do that this week too. Well, we got some tulips coming up. Something chewed off those ones, and I see deer tracks here, so I imagine the deer got them. Yeah, we'll see how it works. These darn deer. I love the country and I love the animals and stuff, but sometimes they can be a real pain in your butt. Well, it's shortly after 5. I think I'm gonna call her quits. It's starting to sprinkle outside. I'm gonna go in and grab a bite to eat and get a shower, and wife should be home here shortly. And then relax for the evening. I know this video wasn't exactly the most exciting thing in the world, but I just needed to get something out there and let you folks know that I'm still kicking, and I plan on continuing. If any of you have been interested in following me, there will be more to come. Got quite a bit of stuff to do around here this summer. Not only the garden down there, got a ton of work to get done down there. The tool shed up there, we have a combine we need to drag out of there. It's been sitting there for many years. It's old John Deere. It's kind of cool looking, but it needs to come out of there because we're going to concrete that side of the building and turn that into our workshop. So that's got to get done. I got a ton of scrap metal up there that I need to start loading up and getting out of here. I'm going to probably get a load of that out of here or two this week, and then I'll pick up some lumber to work on building these raised beds. So by the weekend, maybe we can build a couple raised beds together. I can show you how I do it. I mean, everybody does it different. It's not rocket science, but I'll show you how I put mine together, and we'll go from there and get ready, because planting season is going to be here before you know it, and I'm going to need to get some stuff in the ground. I want to have these filled and set for a little bit. I got to get the beehive down there. Bees will be coming in May. A ton of firewood to get cut for next year. I didn't have enough this year, didn't get enough cut. Was behind the 8 ball on that one, but we're going to have a lot more to cut. I plan on putting a new wood burning furnace in this year, so that's another thing that'll be on the agenda. Just general cleanup. I got a ton of brush hogging to do. Hoping to get a new mower here shortly this spring, in the next couple months. Excuse me, still got that cough from when I was sick. But it's getting better day by day. I got just a ton of work to do. And we may be putting a new roof on the house and working on reconcreting the patio this year. Those are a couple big items that the wife would like done. We're just trying to figure out which we're going to do first. I know she'd like to have the patio. I'd prefer we had the roof on the house first, but we'll see how that all plays out this summer. Oh, got to get the pool ready too. Pool season will be here before you know it, and got to keep the wife happy. That is her pride and joy. She loves the pool. If the wife doesn't have the pool, then I better just head to the woods and hide, because that's what her relaxation. So we'll make sure that's up and running here shortly too. Temperatures around here don't get really warm enough to swim until mid-June, but I still need to get it going and get the chemicals in it. I got a foot of water I got to get put in it, back into her. It's a process. So with all that being said, we have plenty to keep busy, and I hope you'll join me on when I'm out there trying to get this stuff done. I'll keep you updated. I hope everyone has a good evening. Weather around here is supposed to be warmer this week, but wet. With that being said, hope everyone has a good night. God bless.